Hi guys, my name's Dr. Pham. I'm a dermatologist in PharmD. Listen, we're in a state of emergency, so we have to make some rash decisions. Is this monkeypox or not? Well, in this video, I'll be discussing monkeypox and 5 diseases that look like it and what you need to know. Let's go! Let's start with monkeypox. It's caused by the same family of viruses that cause smallpox. There's an incubation period where a person feels fine, but flu-like symptoms may occur. The rash comes 1 to 3 days later and present as little painful pimples that progress to blisters and eventually crusts up and unfortunately leaves a pitted scar sometimes. During this current outbreak, we've seen the rash occur more around the mouth, in the mouth, and around the anal genital areas, but it can spread to other areas of the body, like your hands and your feet. These bumps hurt, and if it's in the mouth, it may be very hard to eat or drink. People may find that their lymph nodes are feeling swollen or tender. Now, lymph nodes are lumps that generally you can't feel, but when you're sick, they can get swollen, and they're under the neck, under the chin, the armpits, and the groin, to name a few. The rash lasts for about 2 to 4 weeks, and they are contagious until they all have crusted over and new skin has developed underneath. Now again, you may be left with a little scar. You can take care of these blisters by keeping them dry or covered with a dressing. It should eventually go away. There's a theoretical risk of airborne transmission, but by and large, it's by touching infected body fluid, skin, or things. If you think you have it, isolate yourself and call your doctor. They should be able to check you. As of right now, the vaccines are currently in short supply, so it's very important to avoid large crowded areas where skin-to-skin contact is inevitable to reduce your risk of getting monkeypox. Now that you know about monkeypox, let's talk about the lookalikes. Number 1, herpes. Now you've heard of this one before. Herpes is caused by its own named virus, Herpes simplex virus. It presents as cold sores or fever blisters around the mouth, or as grouped blisters anywhere on the body. If it's the very first episode, you may experience flu-like symptoms, but you may not. Generally, there's a prodromal period or a tingling or burning sensation prior to the outbreak of the rash. Now, dermatologists can tell by looking most of the time, but we can also swab it to check if there are viral DNA that are present. There's currently no cure for herpes, but if you get an outbreak, you can take antivirals to shorten the duration of your symptoms. Some people have it and don't even know, and unfortunately, most infections are transmitted unknowingly. When the blisters are intact, they are contagious, since it can be transmitted by contact. Extra precautions need to be taken. Check the CDC website for guidelines on what to do. Number 2, chickenpox. The classic childhood rash. Chickenpox is caused by the varicella virus and presents as fevers, chills, muscle ache, coughing, while the virus incubates. A week or 2 later, a rash will appear. Now, chickenpox looks like blisters that are in various stages of healing. Some are fresh, intact blisters, some are crusted up, and some leave round or pitted scars. But note, you are infectious way before you even see any rash. It's less common nowadays with the chickenpox vaccine, but you can still get chickenpox, just a milder version of it. Don't worry, to take care of it, just a little TLC will do. Most people eventually get better. Really important, avoid aspirin when you are sick, because it can cause something called Rye syndrome that can hurt your brain and your liver. Comment down below if you've ever thought chickenpox came from chickens. Number 3, shingles. Anyone who has had chickenpox or the vaccine can get shingles. It's that same virus, but it lives rent-free in your nerves. When you're stressed, sick, or your immune system is weak, the virus becomes active again and causes a blistery rash, usually on one side of the body. Sometimes there's a prodromal period, or that burning and tingling sensation I talked about earlier. If it's on your face, that's bad. You can go blind. Get some medical help right away. Most people get better in about 2 to 4 weeks, but it can be faster if you take antiviral pills. Luckily, there is a vaccine available that reduces the risk of shingles or make your symptoms much less severe. Now, only certain people qualify, so you should ask your doctor. Unfortunately, sometimes there's a lingering pain that may be chronic as the rash resolves. We call that post-herpetic neuralgia. Number 4, hand, foot, and mouth syndrome. This is a self-limiting rash caused by the Coxsackie virus. It's much more common in kids than adults. It goes like this. You'll experience a high fever, coughing, sore throat, and then the blistery rash will start to form. It can be seen on the hands, the feet, and you guessed it, in the mouth. When it's in the mouth, it can be very painful to eat or drink. It is super contagious by contact with infected skin or secretions from the nose or the mouth. This may alarm you, but sometimes after recovery, your nails fall off. But don't worry, they'll grow back. Number 5, molluscum. Molluscum are common warts that look like pink or skin-colored or smooth bumps that can appear anywhere on the body. It is caused by the pox virus, and although the name is similar, it is in a completely different family than the monkeypox virus. We often see these in kids or people with a weakened immune system. There are usually no symptoms, with the exception of pain, inflammation, or itch from time to time. You get them from direct contact with people or objects, such as sharing towels and stuff. The studies show that half the time they go away on their own, but if you can tolerate it, I recommend getting it treated. And there you go, monkeypox and 5 lookalikes. Now this is not a complete list, but I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below or hit me up on social media at QFamMD. And remember, I'm a doctor, but I'm not your doctor. If you have any symptoms or any concerns, please call your doctor. The internet is not a substitute for getting some real medical help. Hey guys, if you like this video, smack that like button. Consider subscribing to learn more fun derm stuff. Hey, if you're actually here for fun skincare videos, don't worry, they're coming. I appreciate your time. Remember to always choose kindness, and I'll see you in the next one.